gonna give this side a go. Yeah. Anywho, I'm gonna try to do this look or wherever I decided to put on screen. So I might even change it in the middle of it because, girl, I don't know what I'm doing. I know none of y'all are asking me, but if you were, first thing I'm probably going to do is my eyebrows, and I need to use up a lot of these minis that I get with purchases, or not purchases, minis I've had from, I guess, yeah, purchases. This is from Benefit, the Precisely My Brow Wax in number 4, this little baby. So what I'm going to do, I have my trusty, rusty, and dusty mirror here. I'm just going to do one of these quick bad boys. I tend to not do this until I've already lined my eyebrows, but we're feeling kind of lazy today. So, I don't know. I might have the to actually do my eyebrows the way I normally do them. But I've just kind of been like doing them willy-nilly, like all feather-like or bold, or what I'm doing right now, just smudge some brow mascara on them and hope for the best. Can't be mad at it. So now that we're done with that, I'm actually going to go ahead and prime my my eyelids. This is not the one I was looking for, but it's one of them, and it's from Wing Me, the Well Put Eye Primer. I just go with my finger, dab it up a little bit. Dab, 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 dab. I have to use primer because every time I don't, the eyeshadow tends to crease because I have very oily lids. So I'm trying to separate it because when it dries, that girl stays. Like, she sticks. She's a good eyeshadow primer. Now is the fun part. So as you saw, I went with this or this option, but I don't know, because I kind of don't want to put on too much color, but then I just want to say, you know what, we're gonna put all the color, we're gonna do everything today. I have Miss Juvia's right here. This is the Culture 2 palette, and she has a lot of pretty colors. It's just the thing, I don't know if I want to do. I really want to do like that pastel color because it was so pretty. But I also want to do like a nice color that goes with my eyes. I wish I had like a only pastel palette. There probably is one, and I just don't know where it is. You know, this is my Take Me Back to Brazil palette. This is my OG like color palette. She's not pigmented as she once was. I think I can play around with this color, this one first. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this little brush. Let's see if this one will actually pull some pigment. Oh, it did. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna just do that for right now. Maybe, I guess that'll work. I just wish I had like a white foundation or a white concealer to go underneath. That's the one thing I think the guy had. He had a really white concealer that he was able to make it work. Okay, I think. Do you see the vision? Do you see where I'm trying to go at? I think so. So next after that, I think I should go with this blue, like this blue right here. And it's actually really pretty. Why I'm not using different brushes to kind of blend these out is because that's what I want to do. I want to blend them. And having some color underneath kind of just helps all these colors blend naturally together. So I think the next color I'm going to do this blue right here. I think I kind of have the color. Now we're going to do the yellow. I'm going to do like this. Now I think I can do the pink. I'm going to do like this lighter pink right here. I guess we'll go with this pink now. It's more of a darker shade. Okay, now we're gonna get another brush and I'm actually gonna detail this yellow. And get it as flowing together as possible, because I want this yellow to stand a little bit, but not too much, and it needs to blend into this somewhat turquoise aqua color. Maybe if I like end it with a little bit more of a darker blue. I probably messed it up, but I don't know. I feel like the yellow kind of just doesn't do anything for me right here. I should have probably started with yellow, and I might correct that. But I do want like a little purple moment, so I think that did it. I don't know. Maybe if I go with like the yellow in the middle, like right here. I think I'm gonna do like a darker blue moment to kind of smoke this out. So the center, okay, that is gonna need some shimmer. Yeah, we're gonna put some shimmer back in here. And take one of these little brushes and do this and just see what we get here. It's more of a white shimmer, but it'll do. I'm trying to carve that out right there. I don't know how he did it, even though I watched the tutorial. But right now I'm kind of doing my own thing. Like that. And then what we're gonna do, we are gonna get a black liner. Actually, let me see if I can kind of fix this before I put anything more, because I don't want glitter to get all over my face. Just a simple makeup wipe. This also lets me see the look. Okay. I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna bring out a little bit more of those pinks, getting out the Culture palette. And I'm gonna do that purple area again, but I'm gonna do like this purple. This one's a little bit more pigmented and vibrant. There we go. Could I get a smaller? I'm gonna try to get this little pink right here and smush that on right here, because I don't have a smaller little detail brush. So I'm just gonna use a Q-tip. Add a little pop of color. There we go. I think I have, should I use it? Should I? Let me see how this takes. Ooh. Yeah, I'm using that. She's pretty. It's so pretty. Look at that. She is I just don't know. Should I just say F it and just put it in the middle and just see what happens? Because I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's like she's giving multi-dimensional. But I also know it kind of looks like she's bald, if that makes sense. This is the Morphe Naughty palette, and I believe I'm gonna be using Snow Good. Yeah, this like more Preston shimmer. Let me see if I have a more detailed, well, another detailed brush other than the one I was using. I might just use this one. This is like a painting brush. If I wet it, maybe it'll make a difference. Kind of did. Gotta make sure this one's not bald. Something about me, I love glitter. Always have, always will, never enough. You think it's a lot, it's not enough. It is quite literally. I'm also kind of scared that this is gonna separate because the formulas are very different. We're just gonna have to wait and see. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Anywho. Okay, now we're gonna go with the primer. This is my holy moly grail ride or die. This is the one that I use all the time. But I kind of want to test out another one. This is another one that I've been really liking. It's from Bisha, the Essential Rice Water Makeup Primer. Really good, really good. I just give her a little shake. And she comes out very serum-like, which I love. I love. And smells so good. I just love how this primer smells and how it sets. It's so good.
So tasty.
I am going to proceed and actually do my eyeliner because I need to do that. Where is my eyeliner? Liquid eyeliner, by the way. And I use the Kat Von D tattoo liner. I have been using this since I was in high school, college. I still use it because it's just, I don't know, like this one is like a ride or die with me too. It's always been there. Stella has too, but that one dries out very quickly. We're just gonna do black so it pops, makes the eyes a little bit more defined because I have small eyes. Alrighty, so that's that with the eyeliner. We underpaint here, meaning I highlight and contour first. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get my Peach Light Faux Filter Color Corrector from Huda Beauty, and I'm actually going to try and just do a lot of color correcting around my acne scars. But I have been breaking out a lot, and it usually happens because it's summer. My skin going from one extreme to the other, especially in North Carolina, it gets very hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. So you'll have freezing mornings and then it'll be like super, super hot the rest of the day. I am going to get a little sponge to blend these. I like getting like my little mini, this is my little mini, my little mini baby. But I'm actually going to get my other one, using the mini for the color correcting and this one for more highlighter. I like going at it with a dry sponge just because I noticed that with a wet sponge, I tend to pull up less product, which is a good thing, but whenever I tend to blend with a brush, it tends to separate what I already underpainted, and that's just from years of trial and error. I don't like blending out the underpainting too much, especially the color correcting, because the texture tends to pop out a little bit more. So I tend to kind of just like swipe in, let the correcting dry, and if I pull a little bit too much, then I'll reapply. We're gonna let that kind of dry a little bit, and then the next thing we're gonna do is actually put on mascara and then our falsies. So this is the L'Oreal Extensionist Telescopic Mascara in Blackest Black. This one has, okay, so the telescopic line from L'Oreal I have been using since I've been in high school. And what I really like is that their wands are really skinny and they tend to get all the little hairs. I do not necessarily like curling my upper eyelashes because I have this weird cluster of eyelashes in my inner eye that tend to also grow inward. And when I curl them and I get those hairs, they tend to poke my waterline, and then that's just asking for a sty to be formed. So I had to stop curling my eyelashes and putting product in the corner of my eyes for a little bit. But I tend to not go too far, since it does get aggravated if I put mascara on in this corner. Aggravated as in it just makes me tear up very quickly, and then the falsies I put on want to come off, and it's just a nightmare. And some of my eyelashes tend to grow downward inconsistently. I have some that grow upward, sideways.
Right, flew in sideways.
They just want to do what they want. And then we have our foundation. Actually, no, it's not concealer. I love the Natasha Denona concealer. It's this formula. This is in shade YP5. It's her High Glam concealer. Just like the applicator, the formula is all there. Actually gonna go with this guy. I use this for powder and concealer, but I like it because it has that little corner that I can blend and get every little nook and cranny. This concealer is so good. Then I'm gonna get a little bit more of the concealer. It's my Cherry Light. This one's pink. I like to do a little bit more on top. It gives it just like a very healthy flush. And both formulas work beautifully together. Beautiful. Alrighty, and now we're gonna go with our liquid bronzer. This is from Tarte. It is a Sculpt Tape Double Duty Beauty and Warm Bronze. And I need to try out some more liquid bronzers. I feel like I don't really. I need a little bit more product. I just like contouring my sides because I have a very round face. I go right here. Get that. And the brush. So this is my bronzer contour brush that I like to use. It just buffs everything out very nicely. I'm going to use the Armani Luminous Silk Perfect Natural Glow Foundation, and this one is their newer foundation. I have their old foundation as well, and I like that formula. This one, I'm still using it, and I like this formula as well, so we're just still in the testing. Let's get my foundation brush and just go to town. And I use stipple-like strokes. I don't like drag it, and I tend to do it like this because it doesn't separate the different formulas, especially around my cheeks. If it gets in our hair, it's fine. We can always clean it up. I'm not really going to put more foundation on because my brush already picked up a lot. Underpainting is so underrepresented, honestly. Because look, you can already kind of see like the highlight, the bronzing. And if you're worried about brush strokes, don't be, because your skin naturally like melts it And then it gets to the point where if you want to brush it and pat it down, you can. But yeah, here we go. This foundation is absolutely beautiful. And this is in 5.75. But you can see how the correcting and just letting it dry helps so much with the texture. Now that the concealer is all laid down, I let the first layer kind of dry, and then the second one of Natasha Denona I put on top. The reason for it is because I like mine to be very bright and luminous. And we are actually gonna go with a very pink blush. It's cotton candy. I guess it is. It's like more of a light pink from Huda Beauty. And oh my god, it smells so good. I like putting them up because it just, I don't know, it blends a lot easier. Getting my blush brush. And this pink is not so like intrusive, if that makes sense. It's not, it's just a very nice pink. Very nice pink hue. It melts on the skin beautifully. That's her. And then I like to go in with the face gloss and just tapping it on top with my finger. Looks like that. Just gives it a little bit more of an edge. Don't get me wrong, I love the cotton candy blush, but that face gloss gives it like a highlighting effect. So cute. Next thing we're gonna do is go ahead and set. And I like using my Easy Bake Duo in Cherry Peach. So Cherry Blossom Cake is on the left and Peach Pie is on the right. So they're the lighter shades in the set. I like to get my tweezers and just kind of, these are a lot easier to open than the OG ones because those would make my nails break. I'm sorry, Huda. But I open it and I just kind of love to go on the pink first and go in the middle and just get my little sponge and start blending that. I think pink over the highlighter, this like pinky cherry, it just brightens up your face a lot more than the peach pie would. Oh, it smells so good. I like taking it over to my cheeks, more like the middle of my cheeks, and setting that with the peach as well, because this is the area I want to brighten. Brought you guys closer so you can see. This is without setting. And I'm gonna go ahead and set this powder. I'm gonna use the Until Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. She smells so good too. Y'all see that? Magnifique. And then I am gonna put on the falsies. I have a pair that I already selected. And then I go with the Duo Clear. But I believe these that I'm using are wispies, and they're like extra fluffy. I know they're from the Ardell brand, but what I like to do is bend the lash a little. It's already cut to the measurement I need. Straighten it out and put the glue on the line. Right. Blow on it a little bit. And then look down as I'm putting it on. All right. Gonna get my mirror and my tweezers and just pinch my real eyelashes to the falsies. There we go. And I'm gonna do the other one. All right, now that both the falsies are on, I am actually going to take my mirror and use my Pat McGrath Labs Permagel Ultra Glide Eye Pencil, and I believe this is in Extreme Black, just to get my waterline. I like doing this after the falsies because I just personally think it's easier. It is magnifique. I'm gonna do my bottom water line too with the black just to make it pop. But I'm gonna use my little powder puff just so I'm not touching my face. Go. They just make your eyes just go whoop. Alrighty, and now I'm actually going to use some of the, I believe green, like the green area. Actually, maybe I'll do the pink. Yeah, I think I'll do the pink. Let me get my other brush right here. Just kind of get it right there. And then I'm gonna do this color that I started with right here. Now that is, I am actually gonna get a clean little brush and blend this harsh line out right here. I'm gonna get my brown, my brown, and we are gonna do this one, the YSL Love Nude Kiss Shaper and Sculpting Lip Liner 44. Alrighty, and then, I know it looks crazy right now, we're gonna get our YSL Love Shine Candy Glaze in $18. And I love how these smell. They smell like watermelon. They taste like watermelon too. Watermelon or strawberry. I don't know if a dark lip like this is. I don't know. Maybe like a red, I think, yeah. This one's more like pinky. I think that's better. And I think that's it for the look. We are gonna clean up the foundation. I just like to get a makeup brush and clean the edges of my hair that has the foundation on it. Because sometimes when you take pictures with the flash on, it'll come up and it's not cute. See, all that come up. And this is the final look.